PMAM offers the solution that addresses the key objectives of public safety chiefs. Our FAM system has not only proven to reduce the responses to false alarms, it also reduces the number of alarm calls an agency receives. Today we are at the Richardson, Texas Police Department to speak with Chief Spivey about the impact FAMS has had on their agency's operation.
Managing false alarms has always been a problem for police departments and cities in general. In fact, it goes back years and years that, and the numbers are so consistent that over 97% of all of our alarm calls we know going in are going to be false. So it's a tremendous resource investment that we make into an activity that we know is not going to be very productive. We found ourselves years ago in a situation where we had I think, a very formal process by which to permit and manage false alarms. But here in Richardson, we found that we weren't very good at that. So while we had what I thought was a very effective ordinance, our records weren't sufficient that we had confidence that we could actually enforce our ordinance to the level that we thought would be effective. And so we found ourselves in a situation where alarm calls were going up. Our false alarm rates were still consistent at over 97%. We were spending a lot of time and energy trying to manage that, but it wasn't being very effective. That's the point where we decided that we needed some help. PMAM showed up and offered solutions that were out of the box. And that's what excited us so much about being able to enter into this arrangement, into this relationship. From the very beginning, PMAM came in and really analyzed our whole process and developed a rational flow of just how this process is supposed to work and where I think that we were stumbling and where we were having trouble managing the system ourselves. And so we were able to work through an arrangement so that this whole process could be managed much more efficiently. What we have found is that, and I will tell you, there was some concern initially about turning over this customer service management, turning over our data, turning over what I thought was pretty sensitive information to a company that we really didn't have much background or experience with. But what we have found over the years is that because PMAM has that same keen sense of customer service and has this understanding of how efficient flows are supposed to work, how processes are supposed to work efficiently, all those fears were put aside. We've been in this now over 7 years, and in that time, I don't think we've had 5 complaints from consumers, from our public out there, about the way this process works. So I know it works. I know it works well. The other thing from our point of view is we've accomplished just what we want. Our alarm calls, our false alarm calls, are down over 42% since we've started this process with PMAM. It enables us to be able to interact with permit holders who have chronic excessive false alarms and help educate them on how to operate their alarms more efficiently. That's what we want. We want false alarms to be reduced. And our experience has been, because we're able to enforce our ordinance and because we're able to interact with chronic users, our alarm rate is now down 42%. What more could you ask?
Thank you, Chief Spivey. FAMS is the solution to your problem. Our proven system will enforce your ordinance, reduce the number of false alarms, and increase revenue through our enhanced fee collection. With no startup cost, PMAM and FAMS is your end-to-end solution. Put our experience to work for you and let us manage your alarm program so you don't have to.